Hi students. In the last class, we have discussed about the basics of C programming. Today we are going to discuss about the introduction of C. So first we are going to discuss about programming language. So what is programming language? So normally language means it is used to from one human to another human we are using language. So that language is used to communicate something to that opposite person. That is normal language. So in the programming language it is used to communicate or give some suggestion or information to the computer. So that's that named as programming language. So this programming language is used to perform specific tasks with the help of instructions. So we have initially it forms a set of instruction to provide or to perform some specific task in your computer. For example, I have given C, C++, Java, Python. Like this, many programming languages are available to do operations. So C was developed by Dennis Ritchie in the year 1970. It is a high-level programming language. We call it as because it is very easy to use and understand. So first version was found at C89 and released in 1989. Now new version C23 released on October 31st, 2024. So first compiler. So what is compiler? So compiler because in human we can able to understand easily because from human can't able to understand machine language because the two languages are performing. So one is low level language and another one is high level language. So low level language means it is a machine language. So machine language means it create a communication between 0 and 1 with the help of zeros and ones. So it creates communication between with the help of zeros and ones. That is when you are giving instruction automatically it convert to binary numbers, that is zeros and ones. So computer can perform only in the machine language. So whatever we are giving automatically translate into machine code, then computer can execute. So directly it can't execute our programming language. So that's why compiler is used to translate your C code into a machine code. So then only computer can able to execute that program. So next is GCC. It is a compiler we are using to compile your C programs. So other also options are available. IDEs like VS Code, Code Blocks, Eclipse. These are all the codes are available to execute your C programs. So here I have given some applications. These are all the places we are using C program for software development, embedded systems, compilers, game developing, database developing in operating system, networking. So like to create 3D applications, graphics applications, IoT, in everywhere we are using this C language. So next, it is the main thing because structure of C program. So why we are say naming it as structure? Because C having specific structure to perform your given problem. So with the help of this structure only we can able to write a program. If we are not following this particular structure means strictly we have to follow the structure. If we are not following means when you are executing your program definitely it shows errors because we have to follow the given structure in the C program. So this is the structure of your C program. First is your documents or comment section. It is an optional one only because documentation or comment section is used to explain about your program. So we will give everything in the optional section. In comment section means it is used for only user understanding. So which program they have written, what are all the operations available in this program. For that we are using this documentation or comment section. So next is your header file declaration. This section is also optional. It is used to write define your header file, but that is what are the things we are going to do in our program. So we have to include those library files related header sections, header files we are including here. So next is your global declaration section. So it is also a optional section. Why we are calling it as optional means in when you are declaring a variable or a function in this section, it can access throughout your program from starting to ending. So if you want to write, if you are writing many sub programs or like that, we can use this global declaration section. Otherwise, no need to use this section. So next is your main function. Your execution will start from here itself. So main is used to execute your given programs. Next is your statements. So in this statement section, we will declare local variables or a C related function, whatever we need. We have to write all the things here itself. So this return 0, it will, if suppose we are not giving anything, means it prints a 0. In the last one, subprograms are functions. It is also optional because when you are writing a program, if you want to write any subprograms related to that program, or you are going to create some user defined functions, you have to use this section, or else it is also an optional section only. See, so this is the first one, that is comment section. So what is comments? That comments used to understand that particular part of a program. Here you check, there are two types of comments. One is single line comment, another one is multi-line. So when you are writing it as single line comments, have to use double slash. So in the double slash, you have to mention your comment. So next one is multi-line. So multi-line with the help of slash and star, and also you have to terminate that with star and slash. That is multi-line comments. These are two types of comments available. You can use both the comments. Here I have used the first, that is hello world program. This is the sample program to print hello world message. You check here. So in the double slash, I have given hello world program. This is the command to understand the user. So next I have use header file, that is standard input output function. Next to your main function. Inside your main function, I have used multi-line command. To print function can use to print required message or value. So that printf function will print your message. Whatever you are giving inside the double quotation will print in your monitor. So I have written 0, terminating my closing my program. See, so header file contains so piece of code written in the C program language, because with the help of .h extension we can able to include our header file in my program. So name of your header file with the extension as .h. So we can able to use the return file by including that particular header files in your program, because that all the predefined files have some particular set of functions or particular set of variables available. I can able to insert those things with the help of .h extension. So see here, I have given some common standard C header files here. So when you are using input output functions in your program like printf and scanf, I have to include this stdio.h header file in my program. So when I am using mathematical functions like square root, power, log of, like these functions in your program, you have to include this math.h header file in your program. So when you are using string manipulation function like a string copy, string concatenation, string length, so like these functions in your program, you have to include string.h header file in your program. So utility functions like memory allocation, exit, these are all the functions when you are using in your program. You have to include standard library function stdlib.h in your program. So when you are including character handling function like to uppercase to lowercase, so like these functions, if you are using in your program, so you have to include ctype.h header file in your program. So like this, many functions available in your C program, cono.h. So when you are using so clear string like this, like that function, you have to include cono.h header file. So like that, many functions available in my so C programming language. So I have written a sample basic hello world program in your C language. Check. So first is my comment section. I have mentioned it as hello world program. So next I'm including, because now I'm using which function, printf function in my program. So that's why I have included this stdio.h header file in my program. So next your main function, now I'm printing hello world in with the help of my printf function. So I'll return 0. Now it will print when you are executing your program, it will print hello world as a output. So it will print hello world as a output. So next, so when you are getting input or data from the user, I have to use which function? Scanf function. So this scanf function is used to get input from the user. So this function also comes under which header file, stdio.h header file. So if you are using this function, you have to include this header file in your program. So same syntax like printf, format specifier and your particular variable. Here also I have mentioned frequently access format specifier, whole number for percentage %d, decimal value you have to use percentage %f, for printf you have to use percentage %c. So this is this simple program to add and print the result of two given input numbers. See, so here first is my header file because I'm using scanf and printf in my program, so that I including stdio.h header file. Next is your main function. Here you check. I have declared two variables, that is a and b, and a third variable I have to declare that as r. It will store after adding a and b. It will store that value in r. See here, I'm getting input from the user with the help of scanf function. So because I'm getting which value integer type, that's why I mentioned that format specifier as percentage %d. I'm getting a and b value from the user. Then I'm adding here, doing arithmetic operation, that is adding operation. So after adding a plus b, that value is stored in r variable. Now I'm printing this r value with the help of printf function. So thank you.